Grandma May resumes her matchmaking attempts in chapter 1314, advising Kevin to come up with a pretext to have dinner with Hayden, sometimes known as Mr. Queen, at one of their hotels. Kevin, who is hesitant and frustrated, wonders what defense he could possibly make and jokes that he should give Hayden credit for frightening his grandmother enough to end up in the hospital. After a brief moment of silence, Grandma May speaks again, telling Kevin to devise a strategy and assuring him that Hayden would be the ideal partner for him. Kevin expresses his skepticism regarding Hayden's masculine appearance and conduct, adding that even his grandmother calls her Mr. Queen. He humorously wonders about his own sexuality, admitting that being around Hayden makes him feel more like he's looking for a brotherly connection than a romantic one. Grandma May laughs, recognizing Hayden's talent for disguising herself as a male, but maintaining that knowledgeable people can tell the truth by hearing her voice. She makes a joking remark about Kevin discovering Hayden's true gender if she took her clothes off. Kevin brings the dinner he prepared for his granny and washes the cutlery. She refuses to eat despite his attempts to feed her, demonstrating her independence and telling him that she can eat on her own. Once again, Grandma May stresses that she does not anticipate Kevin stripping Hayden forcibly in order to determine her gender. She recommends that he slowly get to know her and seek out ways to spend time with her, like going to the hot springs. Kevin finds himself unable to speak as he tries to balance his desire for a true and natural love connection with his Nana's interference. Knowing that Kevin is upset, Grandma May tells him that she cares about him and wants to see him happy. She gives him the assurance that she will set a goal for him and give him a year to work on a relationship with Hayden. She promises to end her efforts at matchmaking if they are unable to become husband and wife within that time frame. Despite being young and prosperous, Kevin mutters in annoyance at being treated like an unmarketable product. He draws attention to the pressure their respective grandparents put on them by mentioning Duncan, who is already 36 and still single. Kevin remembers their family relationships and how Zachary, the oldest of the brothers, was the first to experience their Nana's matchmaking techniques. Kevin admits that if Zachary got hitched, the rest of them wouldn't be able to avoid their Nana's matchmaking anymore. Kevin understands that his Nana's motivations are kind and caring despite his frustrations. Duncan already has a prospective spouse in mind, Grandma May says, but his grandmother has passed away. She makes the assumption that Duncan's grandmother would have done everything in her power to compel him to get married and raise a family if she were still living. Kevin remembers how tough Duncan's late grandmother, old Mrs. Lewis, was to deal with, even more difficult than his own Nana. Grandma May's efforts to arrange marriages, in contrast, seem more feasible.